Good afternoon, you sports fans. It is Raphael from DocSports.com giving you another episode of Ask a Bookie. Sorry for 3 minutes being late, but I'm not going to lie. I was trying to fix my TV because I'm watching Champions League soccer right now. I had to make sure both the games were on my screens while I do this show because I can't wait to watch these games. We got Real Madrid going right now. We got Bayern Munich going there right now. We have a 4-unit play and a Bayern Munich game against both teams will score in that Champions League matchup. I have a little future play on Liverpool in this Champions League tournament. So hopefully we can cash some tickets. Why we talk a little sports today, but again, it's Raphael Esparza with another episode of Ask a Bookie, bringing you some college hoop talk, NBA talk, puck talk, whatever you guys want to talk about. We'll fire away. We have 2 free plays for you, one coming in the NBA, one coming in college hoops. So don't forget to dive on in. If you have any questions on today's card, if you have any questions on sports gambling, if you have any questions just in general, just fire away. Injury reports, anything you need to know about today's card, a future card, or coming up, I am here for you guys. That's why we do the show at Ask a Bookie. So hopefully you guys have a fantastic start off of the week. Sorry for the no show on Monday, but had a root canal done the day after Super Bowl, or the Tuesday, day after Super Bowl. I was grading prop bets. I'm kind of lost on days still, so I apologize for all that. But we'll do a show on Friday. Can't wait for Friday's show. We have a nice UFC card. We could talk boxing. Amir Khan. Yes, Amir Khan is putting the gloves back on to jump in the ring and boxing on Saturday against Kelly Brook. Should be a great fight. So we got UFC 48 this weekend as well, and then college hoops. So it should be fun. Top Sandeep, what's going on? Do you like to over in the Laker game? That's a lot of points. Open up at 227. This afternoon when I was looking at that, under money was coming in. I think that's why it dropped down to 26 and a half. I'm going to wait to see what this total does. It's a 10 o'clock game. So I think if you like to under, I think hurry up and try to get to 26 and a half. If you like to over, I think maybe I'll continue to drop down. It's really hard for me to put any kind of action on the Lakers unless I'm fading them, or like you said, Sandeep, looking to bet the over on this one. I'm going to wait and see what this number continues. Because again, as we talk about on the show many times, it's a late game. You figure everyone's going to chase this game after they either lost their 7 o'clock game or early game or Champions League soccer games. They're going to bet this Laker game late. So you can get a better number if you wait. I don't think that much line movement is going to occur on this one. So again, shop around, wait to think. If you try to get that number you want to take, you have plenty of time to bet Utah Lakers, and make sure you have multiple outs, or I say shops and all that. So if your book only has Lakers, Utah 226 and a half, but the whole world has 226. Maybe that's your chance to sign up to another book and grab the best number you can get. So again, I'm leaning towards it. The number was a tad too high on this one. I have no action on it, but I would definitely wait on this one. Again, Sandeep, it's a 10 o'clock game. Who knows if these bettors are going to bet the Atlanta-Orlando game. Maybe they have action right now in the Manhattan-Fairfield game that started at noon in college hoops. So if they win or lose, they might be chasing already, which hopefully they didn't have Fairfield, because Manhattan, the Jaspers, are up big right now. They're up by 10 points with 3 minutes left. They're a 5-point underdog. So who knows? Linda, what's going on, Linda? Hope you had a fantastic weekend, a fantastic Super Bowl. What is your best NBA tonight? I mean, it was kind of rough. I usually don't like to throw a lot of money out in the NBA right before All-Star break. Some teams may be resting. We saw Memphis last night. Memphis maybe it's a big number right now. Maybe John Morant takes the day off on this one. So there's some games. The Bulls number opened up at 5 quickly. Got bet all the way to 6, so I don't think there's any more value on that one. Since Linda asked me what I like in the NBA tonight, I'll throw out my NBA free play for you guys right now. And we're going to take a plus money. OKC, who's been playing some really great ball. Lubbock Shakhtar at home, +8 against the Spurs. I know the Spurs have been playing some good ball as well. They're covering well. But OKC covering 3 straight winners in their last game as well. I like OKC tonight at home with the +8. I don't think we'll see 8.5 or 9. So I think if you can grab that 8, I say hurry up and grab it now. But OKC 35-19 and 3 against the spread this year. So yeah, their records, they only have 18 wins. But you know what? Who cares about how many W's and L's they have? What's their ATS? They're covering games. So I'm going to take the OKC plus plus the 8 against the Spurs tonight. And the Spurs are coming up a horrible showing in the fourth quarter against the Bulls. The Bulls beat them, was it 120, 109, something like that. So I'm going to take OKC. Hopefully they can ram back-to-back wins because they looked really good on the road when they beat the Knicks. I think it was Valentine's Day on Monday. I'm not sure if it's either Monday or Sunday, but I know, it was Monday because there are only 2 games in NBA on Valentine's Day. So I like OKC tonight plus the 8, Linda. So hurry up and grab that 8 just in case it does creep down to a 7.5. There's a couple 7.5s out there, mostly 8. So Linda, if you like OKC like I do, I already have plus 8. I think it's the best number. Eddie, what's going on? Hopefully you had a fantastic weekend, Eddie. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed the Super Bowl, and hopefully you guys all catch big on Monday at Valentine's Day on college hoops or NBA, whatever you're watching. Oh, look at that, Manhattan. Up by 4 now, just a blink of an eye. Fairfield comes off of a nice 6-0 run. Minute left to go in this game. So, like I said, maybe the people who have Manhattan will jump on that Utah or Lakers game. So, always look at that when you're looking at numbers. If there's a late game on that, you figure that late money is going to come in on either the favorite or over, or the dog or over. And mostly people bet the overs when they're chasing on that game, especially in the NBA. So if you like that NBA game, kind of wait and see. Feel free to text. Feel free to email me. Jump on YouTube or get me on Instagram or Twitter. Yeah, and all that. I can tell you where the money's coming in at, where I think it might end up with. Like I said, right now, Utah Lakers, for if Sandeep is still watching, Lakers is 4 and Utah's 4.5. Total is 226.5, 226. Either of those numbers. So I highly, highly recommend shopping around. Get that best number because, like I said, it doesn't matter what W's and L's. It's all about against the spread. It's all about that number you can get. Sometimes a half a point is very, very crucial. Look at the Super Bowl. If you had -4 in the Rams, did you cash? Nope, because I missed field goal. So you did not cash. So that half a point could be very, very big in any sport you jump on that. So I highly recommend shopping around. Paul, what's going on? Hope you have a fantastic Wednesday. Thoughts on Bama, Mississippi State? I was really, really hoping to get a better number. I had this game circled for maybe a possible play for myself. I thought Bama would be like a 5-point favorite. So I was hoping and praying it was going to be 4. I thought the total was going to be like in the high 140s, 148, because I thought we might see scoring on that one. So I think the number is dead on. I think there is a little bit value still on the total over. I think Alabama will want to push the ball up, keep it fast. So I think this one goes Oma. I think Alabama wins this one. I don't want to lay the 6. There's even a couple 6.5s out there. So no opinion. I think there's no value on the spread itself on Bama. I think Bama wins. So I just don't want to lay that big of a number. But I still think there's a tad value on that game going over. I think we see a lot of offense score on this one. And if it goes over or something, that means Alabama is controlling the tempo, and maybe that pushes it over the total, and Bama covers. But like I said, I have no it's just a perfect number for me on the side. G. Slovan, what's going on? Bulls have a couple of injury. What's your opinion on that game with the Kings? They haven't playing. Bulls haven't been playing with Zach LaVine. I think he got his knee test out. He's probably going to be out all the way through the All-Star break. Hopefully, he doesn't need surgery because they're still a fall ball. They've been playing really, really well without LaVine, so he hasn't been playing for the last couple of games. And DeRozan, I'm sorry. If you're not mentioning his name in the MVP, then you just don't like the Bulls, you just don't like Chicago, and you just don't like basketball. Because I'm sorry. I know Embiid and Philly's having a monster game, but they did horrible yesterday, but that's another story. But DeRozan, what he's doing in Chicago is just fantastic. So I think I like the Bulls tonight, but I don't like it at 6. It was 5, open up at 5.5 this morning. Now it's 6. I don't know. It's hard for me to lay 6. Well, again, with Sacramento, totally a new look team. Very active in trade down. They had a bad loss on Valentine's Day against the Kings on the road. They're still on their road trip. So I don't like the 6. I would say probably not. I do like the 5 and 5.5 on that one. So it should be interesting. Like I said, I like the Bulls. It's going to be interesting. My play on this one was just because of Zach LaVine. DeRozan. He's just been outstanding. If you don't think he's an MVP candidate, you're crazy. He's been lights out this year. So I think that's what I kind of still like the Bulls. I think they win this game now, covering the number late. is going to be key. I mean, they won 4 straight, and that's all 4 of those games have been without Zach LaVine. They're getting really good bench play, really good 3-ball play, and boy, the Bulls games go over all the time. I really wanted to play the over on this one, but the last 2 games have gone under, and I know they scored 120 points against the Spurs. And let's face it, the Kings don't play defense at all. I was really looking forward to maybe playing the over. I might take a shot at that if it continues. But 232, I opened up at 233, has moved down a little bit, so we'll see on that one. Sandeep, Smoo game, Smoo, perfect number. Here's another one. I laid off on this one. I think the number was correctly on this one. I made SMU 5-point favorites. A little bit shocked. I thought it was going to open up like around 3.5. I thought my number was a tad high because I was looking at. Hold on, let me get my notes. Yeah, I put a question mark on my number, which usually means I thought my number was a tad high. So I like the total 135. It's dropped down to 134. I made the total myself 133.5. So if there's a little bit value on the total, but no action, I think it's a perfect number. And they're getting great two-way action on this game too. So it's not like the wise guys are on one side and the public is on the other. They're getting really, really good two-way action. So I don't see any value on the SMU game. Big Dog, what's going on? North Carolina spread looks good. I agree. North Carolina spread looks great, too good to me. That's why I probably haven't played it yet. My number was a little bit off on that one. I'm going to probably wait or just sit back because I thought, last night's Kentucky-Tennessee game was way off. I thought Kentucky should have been maybe a small favorite. And boy, I didn't play any action on that game, and I'm so happy I didn't because I would have got my butt whipped. So I agree with you. North Carolina game looks a tad off. I'm going to sit back and just watch that one. I think it's just a little bit way too good. We'll put it that way on that one. Slow this. Big Dog, I agree. King Bulls over. Yeah, I'm going to wait to see. I mean, 233 is a high number. I know they scored 120 points, I just said earlier, but I'm going to wait to see if that continues to drop because it's 232.5 right now. It should be interesting. Anytime, Big Dog. Thanks for watching. Should be hopefully all of us have a profitable Wednesday in the NBA, in the NHL, in college hoops, in Champions League soccer as I'm watching right now. So hopefully we all have a fantastic profitable day in sports gambling because that's what's all about. But let's get going with my college basketball free play. We'll dissect my NBA free play. My NBA free play was OKC, Oklahoma City Thunder, +8 at home. Man, that's right, at home, getting a +8 against the San Antonio Spurs. When I saw +8, I had to do some research. I thought maybe David Robinson and Tim Duncan and Tony Parker were still around, but I'm taking OKC +8 as my NBA free play. In college basketball, we're going to go to the SEC. We're going to take Georgia, LSU, under 146. That's right, under 146. This total opened up at 142. I made this total like 144, but I continue to bet all the way up. I don't think we'll go higher than 146. There is a couple 145.5 right now. So if you can grab that 146, I think it's good value. Georgia's just playing awful, and their defense is awful. So I know LSU's probably going to score, but LSU's defense is really good, especially at home. They're very athletic. I think they control the boards. I just don't think Georgia could put points up on the road at LSU. So I'm going to take this under 146 between LSU at home against Georgia, who is just playing awful in college and basketball. So there's no way I'm going to lay LSU of minus 16, I think it was. It opened up at 18. Yeah, 60. Oh, there's like about 15.5. This just popped up, looks like a couple minutes ago. So I think that's a really, really good college basketball total. So again, college basketball free play, Georgia, LSU, under the total 146. So hopefully we can go 2 for 2 on our Ask a Bookie free plays today. So again, Raphael Esparza from DocSports.com giving you another episode of Ask a Bookie. You guys have been great firing questions away. I apologize for no video on Monday. I was still grading Super Bowl prop bets as I was trying to help grade 2,200, I think 70 something prop bets we had over in one of the establishments that I work for. So I was helping them grade prop bets. So it was fun times. Yeah. So hopefully we can continue having Friday show. Should be fantastic on Fridays. Ask a Bookie because we're talking UFC. We're talking some boxing. Yes, Amir Khan is still fighting in a ring against Kelly Brook on Saturday. We got UFC, college hoops, NHL. So it should be a fun Friday show at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Drew, do you have do you have Boston Celtics and Atlanta Hawks winning tonight? I love the way Boston's playing. The only thing that scares me about Boston, How they gonna bounce back from that beatdown they put up on 76ers yesterday? I mean, that they pretty much played an A-plus game. How do you rebound from that one? I thought the number was pretty much right where it's got. I made Boston a 12-point favorite, and then when I was watching that game last night, I thought about maybe bringing it down because are they going to have a letdown game? But they're at home against Detroit. That one was hard. I put a big X because I want to see how Boston comes back because they've been playing really good ball. I mean, the second half on Super Bowl Sunday when they took control of against the Atlanta Hawks, which they were red hot in the first quarter at the Atlanta. I really like the way they bounced back. So I didn't play that game, but I have a high interest in that game. Now, for some reason, if it drops down to 12 or 11 and a half, then I might have to take a look at Boston. But I do like Atlanta. I'm hoping it comes down. There's a couple fives still out there. I don't think we'll see 4.5, but I do like the Atlanta Hawks tonight on the road against Orlando. If I had to choose one of those, I would probably play the Atlanta Hawks, Drew. But I'm really curious to see how Boston plays tonight. So great question. Hopefully I didn't confuse you, but I mean, we can all agree what Atlanta did or what Boston did last night to Philly and had to bounce back on a back-to-back games. What's their motivation? Just doing a beatdown last night on Philly. Well, great question, Drew. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys are, again, having a fantastic Wednesday. Again, this is Raphael Esparza from DocSports.com. Check us all out on the Doc Sports YouTube channel. Subscribe to it. All of us do some fantastic free plays. I didn't do a free play today because I had other things to do. I had to do some wrestling prop bets today. I'm still doing award show prop bets. I had to do the SAG Awards, so I got behind. And I knew I was going to put up 2 free plays for you guys today, so that's why I didn't really bummed me out that I didn't do a free play for you guys today on YouTube because I knew I was going to do 2 today on the Ask a Bookie show. So hopefully we can go 2 for 2. But check us all out over in the Doc Sports YouTube channel. Scott Spreitzer, Tony George, August. They all do Indian Cowboy. We all do some fantastic. Most of them do fantastic work. Those guys are consistent. Day after day, they're pumping out free plays. I wish I had the time to be able to pump out free plays like they do. Vernon Croy, another one. I wish I just had the time to do all that. But like I said, being a handicapper and an odds maker at the same time, sometimes one part of my life gets more attention than the other. So I apologize, but those guys do all fantastic work over there. So jump over to Doc Sports YouTube channel, get all their free plays, and start cashing some tickets. Should be a fun and cashing evening. Drew, any NCAA basketball picks you got tonight? I just gave you the under in the LSU game. There's a couple games I'm waiting to see what kind of line movement, especially some of the late games. I want to see how high the Gonzaga Pepperdine game gets because if I can get 31 and a half or 32, might take a shot at Pepperdine. The total is getting way out of hand. It's opened up at 160, now 163 and a half. If I can get 164 or higher, probably take a shot at maybe the under in the Gonzaga game. UNLV Fresno State, another late game. I was looking to take UNLV, but I want to get more points. So there's a game that I'm looking at. What was another one? Hoping and praying that maybe I can get Texas Tech to get back to 1. I missed a 1 the opening number. It's now 2. I don't want to lay the money line on that one, so I'm going to wait to see. I don't think we're going to see 1.5 or 1 back on that one, but I guess I can hopefully and pray on it. But those are the ones I'm kind of looking at. Drew, I took UNC Asheville and Notre Dame. Looked at Notre Dame, almost pulled the trigger on Notre Dame, and then it fell short on that one. I'm going to wait. The number is now 9. Open up around 10.5. Was 10 this morning. So I'm going to wait to see. Again, here's another one. I'm going to wait to see if it continues to go lower than 9. Pretty much 9 solid all the way around. A total creeped up with just a half a point. But I do like that Notre Dame game. I have not played it yet. But I do like Notre Dame. UNC Asheville game, I was dead on the number on that one, so I saw no value on that one. But hopefully you go 2 for 2, Drew, tonight on those 2 plays. So good luck. Paul, anytime. Hopefully you're having a great day, Paul, as well. Still 0-0 in the Liverpool game as I'm watching Champions League soccer right now. So I apologize if I keep on looking up, but I have action on it. So of course I'm going to look up and watch and see if I'm winning or losing. If I'm not an angry gambler, so if I gave up a goal right now, I'm not going to throw my video camera at the window during the show. I'm not an angry I'm not one of those guys that bashes a TV when they lose. That's what in our industry, you guys all know that's watching this video for sports gambling. It's out of our control once we hit submit or once we give a ticket writer our money. I just don't understand how people just get angry. Like if I have a big unit play and I lose, they jump on Twitter, you suck, you're a fraud. There's nothing I can do after I handicapped the game, after I researched all this stuff. It is what it is. Once I hit submit, it is out of my hands. I didn't give up the home run as the relief pitcher, or I didn't shoot 50% from the free throw line, or give up a late goal. I love it when people call you a fraud when you lose an NHL play on a shootout. It's like, really? I'm not the goalie. I'm not the goalie that didn't stop that. So in our industry, you have to learn how to lose, just as you learn how, just have to be excited just to learn how to win. I just don't understand how losing is. I'm not going to be 100%. I'm not even going to be close to 100%. I'm not even going to be close to 80%. Because if it was 80% or 60 or 75% in sports gambling, I wouldn't be doing this show. Me and my wife would be traveling all over the world. She wouldn't be working. I wouldn't be working as an odds maker as well. So it is what it is. Once you hit submit or give that ticket right to your money, it's all out of our control. So I just don't understand. I kind of think it's kind of funny when I lose something, and as soon as I jump on Twitter, oh, you're a fraud. Doc Sports is a fraud. You suck. How do you get paid? Blah 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 blah. It's just comical because, again, once it's out of my, I can tell you, I had a horrible Super Bowl. I had the Rams. I had over in the quarterback prop bets. I had Joe Burrow over at rushing yards because I thought he was being running for his life. How come he didn't run more when he was being sacked 7 times? So it is what it is. And I just think it's kind of comical when people jump on there and say, "Oh, you stink, you're a fraud." So it is what it is, but it's funny. I gave up on the NHL. The way my NHL run lately, Drew, I might be right behind you because I've had some bad beats lately in the NHL, Drew. So I might be jumping. No, I love watching the NHL, and some great games tonight. Can't wait to watch the Colorado Vegas game late tonight. So it should be interesting. Julian, what do you think of Anthony Davis will do tonight? Well, if you're a Laker fan, you're hoping he dominates this game. You can use a big game going into the All-Star break. So I know he has a wrist injury. I know he was on the injury report, but it was mostly probable. So I wouldn't say, oh, he's not going to play and stuff like that. I think, I mean, he'll probably have anywhere between, I don't know, sometime in the low 20 points. That'll be probably, hopefully, double-digit rebounds, stuff like that. So I guess it's all about if you like the Lakers or how you're going to look at Anthony's or LeBron's. You have to really look at Westbrook. Usually when Westbrook has a mediocre or okay game, LeBron has a good game. Anthony Davis has a good game. But if he struggles, that means Anthony Davis and LeBron are both pressure to score and do more on the defensive side. They usually don't have mediocre games. So I would say if you want to look at it, look what he's going to do. But I think, they're playing Utah. Utah's a little bit shorthanded. It's a big game. So I would think he would probably average in the low 20s, hopefully double-digit rebounds. But I guess you're looking at an Anthony Davis prop bet. So good luck, Julian. Hopefully you can cash a ticket. Plus 4.5 is, again, it's a late game. Maybe if you like the Lakers, and maybe move to plus 5. On this one, but man, Utah's just playing lights out. And I know they're winning streak. All were at home, and they played some really bad games. Utah, they beat Houston, they beat Orlando, they beat the Knicks, they beat Brooklyn with a mediocre team at the time. So I know they beat up some easy teams, but Lakers pressuring. So I would see. I might take a shot if it goes higher than 4.5, but right now I have nothing on that one. So good luck, Beasley. Hopefully, right now I have no action on the Lakers Jazz game. So if I don't, I'll root for the Lakers for you since you're a Lakers fan. My twin brother's a big Lakers fan, so he'll be glad that I'm rooting for him as well. William, what's up? College hoops do you like today? My free play, Julian, was Georgia LSU under 146. That was the free play for you guys today. I'm looking at maybe jumping on Notre Dame as well, but those are ones that I kind of looked at for you guys earlier. So hopefully we can have a really good college hoop night. So thanks for chiming on in, William. Brian, what's going on? Yeah, NHL is much harder to bet on than what it was. It was, yeah, especially if all the Canada teams are taking that long day off. They still don't have fans. So I started off hot in the NHL, and now I'm pretty much ice cold in the NHL right now. But hopefully we can get some redemption in and get some of that money we have given to the sports book in the NHL. So hopefully we'll bounce back on that one. Miami Hurricanes. Interesting number. Opened up at 1.5. Stayed at 1.5. I made Miami Hurricanes like a small 1 point favorite, so I see no value on this one. I was really hoping the total would have been like 142, 143 because I kind of like it under. It opens right now at 141, 142. So I'm probably going to pass that one because the number is correctly what I thought. But I think Miami does win this game. I like the way they've been playing. The bench has been playing some really good ball as well. So I'm leaning towards Miami. No action on that one. I think the number just pretty much dead on. Sam, what's going on? Just tuned in. Thoughts on the Nuggets? Nuggets game is very interesting. I just don't know about Golden State. If they don't continue to play defense, then I think this total hits at 225, which is a really really big number. I would say probably the number is starting to come down. It was moved up to 5.5. If you like Denver, see if it can get 5.5 or 6. But this one was a pass game for me because I just have too many question marks with Golden State, and they're really missing Draymond Green on the defensive side of the ball. I think that's why they're struggling. I think that they'll eventually, hopefully, get him back. But I wanted to play Denver just the way on how poorly Golden State has. I just couldn't pull the trigger because sooner or later the Splash Brothers are going to go off, especially Steph, and my luck would be tonight's game, and they win by double digits. And I'm looking at a Nuggets ticket at +5, and I could have got either 5.5 earlier in the day. So that's probably what I'm just going to completely pass on that one and just watch the game. Julian, do you think Julius Randle will keep up his stellar play? Yeah, because I think they need him. I mean, the Knicks don't pretty much have anything on that one. They're playing Brooklyn. Brooklyn's still going to be shorthanded. I mean, I think Kyrie will probably play. He will play tonight. They're a little bit light on the big side, so I think Randall can have a big game underneath. So I kind of like the Knicks at 4.5. I was hoping to get 4 on this one, even though Kyrie's coming back. But I was leaning towards the Knicks on this one. I don't have anything, but I think Julius Randle will have a nice game on this one. Like I said, Brooklyn is not as big as they were before during the all trade deadline and stuff. So I think Julius Randle will have a nice game. I don't know. Hopefully, I mean, he does need to have at least a big 20-point or a big double game. In this one, what did they do previous? Well, it doesn't really matter what he's done head to head because it's a totally different. So what he's called Nets team before, no Ben Simmons, there's still no Durant, and I know Kyrie Irving's listed as questionable, but I heard he is playing tonight. But I'm hoping RJ Barrett. I mean, I think that's why I think Julius Randle will have a pretty decent game because there's still no RJ Barrett and no Noel on there, so I think they're going to need him, especially on the rebounds. So if you're looking for a player prop it, I would think probably points and rebounds instead of just points. I think if you can get that points and rebound total over, I think that should be a really good play. So that's what I would probably look on to that one. So hopefully you cash big on that. And like I said, I kind of lean towards the Knicks tonight, even though there's no RJ Barrett. But I think the numbers on that side right now. I'm just not sold on Brooklyn yet. Now, when they're healthy, when KD's back, then yes, I think they can probably run big. But I just don't understand so much love with the Nets and Sixers and Bucks. How come no one's talking about the Heat and Bulls to win the Eastern Conference? I just don't understand that, especially the Heat. I think when the Heat gets fully, completely healthy, they're going to be hard out. And so are the Bulls when Zach LaVine comes back, when Ball comes back, when Caruso comes back. Those two teams can beat any of the Sixers, Bucks, Heat, or Nets. Anyways, no one gives the Heat and Bulls any love in the Eastern Conference. I love both of them. I think they're both going to be a hard out in the Eastern Conference finals. But no, we have to talk about the Nets. We have to talk about the Bucks. We have to talk about 76ers. So I just don't understand that. But should be a fun evening. Again, I'm going to put out my 2 free plays for you before I head out. So you guys all have a fantastic Wednesday. My college basketball free play for you guys is Georgia LSU under 146. I say hurry up and get that. Will not be shocked if it gets back down to 145.5 or 145. The way the money is coming in as I just hit my refresh button. And then in the NBA, we're going with the OKC Thunder, Oklahoma City Thunder +8 at home against the San Antonio Spurs. You guys all have a fantastic Wednesday. We'll be back on Friday with another episode of Ask a Bookie. I want to thank all you guys for chimed on in, all you guys that jumped in and had some questions. Fantastic Wednesday. Stay safe, catch big, and please don't bet what you don't have.